Those bitches are bullshit. Welcome to This Is Not Happening presents World of Blunder. If you've never been to the show before, this is a bunch of comics telling one story about bullshit that happened. Give it up for my friend George, Mr. Joe Rogan, everybody.
Hello there, my name is John, welcoming you with a big welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. We are just about to kick off this 3-hole matchup playing stroke play today. Let's do this. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And here's a 6-iron from them. Bunker bound.
Like, do you ever see that cartoon where there's two dogs? There's a little dog that's hanging out with the big dog.
Let's see if the little friend here can get up and down out of this bunker.
The big dog's like, shut up. I was the little dog. And I'm just hanging out with a slew of dudes who can rape me. And one of them wants to go out. And if you're around, like, big giants, like this one dude, let's just call him Bob. We call him Bob. It's not his real name, but Bob was a giant wrestler dude who was like 250 pounds of American muscle and Mexican supplements. And we're hanging out in Dothan, Alabama. What is Bob? Bob off the roof.
No, that was tough. A little bit too hard on that one. He's got a 10-foot putt here.
Morning radio guy talks like morning radio guy. Like, what do you guys want to do? Like, that somehow or another, they're all allowed to use. And it's not like, he's doing Jack Nicholson.
And this next putt for the par.
Basically the same thing as the strip club DJ boys. It's very interchangeable.
This one's tracking. And after that first hole, we are starting our round at even par.
Get out there right now. Let's get in his car.
And that will
we hop in
do.
DJ guy's car, and we start going out of town. And we're in Homeboy's car, and he's playing, his station, and we're talking.
And the wind will be a factor on this one, blowing right into our face. Nicely struck. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And from the deep stuff.
People have their shoes there. The fucking staircase. Like, this is insanity, man. We go in this room, and if you've ever been to not like an established music place like Cheetahs,
I don't know. This one could go either way.
To a strip club. You've never made a mistake.
And we got about 225 yards to go from here.
Gentleman's Club sign in the middle of Dothan, Alabama. You will notice that there's this strange thing about the food chain when it comes to strip clubs. And it's sort of how nature balances itself out. It's like, hyenas are desperate as fuck. You gotta make shit happen quite quick, right? They're not turtles with plenty of food, and they rip shit out. They gotta get shit done right now. So,
Keep going.
Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot.
It's a strange scene, man. First make strip club-ish is that there's red light bulbs. This is red light bulbs. Okay. So I sit down. The trainer is like, man, what's this place? And he's looking around, and this girl immediately comes up to me.
This one's heading to a bad place, I think.
A gal will do when she's trying to get you into a private.
And here he goes, coming out of the deep stuff on this one.
Okay, and then they move into you and start talking to you. This is a sexy pose. Okay, but not when you're wearing sweatpants and wrestling shoes. Okay. And your breath smells like you ate 150 shit sandwiches and had a drunken mariachi band fart in your mouth for a year.
And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here.
Fucking sweatpants, and she's got wrestling shoes on, and she's dancing. You want to dance? And it fucking hits me like a broken fire hydrant of stink.
Okay, 2 under. If you can sink this. Ooh. And he's just, yeah, this one's for double bogey. Oh my. He's got about a 3-footer here. Nice little putt. And could have a birdie here. All right, let's head to the next. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par.
And then it's that having exactly the way it's gotta be done.
You got a left to right breeze on this hole.
Breaking a human being down to that. He was calculating mass and size and it's a goodie. It's a keeper.
And you found your hook. Fetched up in the branches here. Shake it off.
Oh, what you guys talking about up there?
Let's see how this
Who
one
what you
goes.
talking about? Oh, you talking? Oh, you talking? Yeah. You gonna get some food? Get some of that food, man. Yeah, get some of that food. Who's good? Yeah.
Okay, he's setting up his second shot here.
Watch world-class setup live on a variety of networks all season long with YouTube TV. Try it free from the
You might need a club or 2 extra from here. This is really deep. Setting up his third shot here. Going with the hybrid. This might be bad. Setting up here from the deep stuff. Well, that's too bad. Pretty sure you weren't planning on that. It's okay. Okay, here's his 4th shot.
She keeps doing this shit to the back of my head. She's behind me with 90 pounds of a trained killer. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. You know what? I'm just
This one's your fourth shot. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And as he lines this up, this will be for bogey.
I mean, he's got some fucking ass and squat legs on him. He's just making feet and bounds. And there's no way. He's tied up in the free throw. He said, oh, no, you don't ditch me, motherfucker. So Shipwreck is running after the train killer, but this motherfucker puts logs on his back and runs up stadium stairs. So he's just running with his throw. He gets into the elevator. The elevator door is open. He turns and looks at shit.
And he's got 13 feet to the cup.
Just in the nick of time. And this is 1997, 1998, whatever it was. There were no cell phones back then.
Here comes a 3-footer.
OMG, what you are you is. No, he was gone. He was a ghost. That door is shut. You had a thing.
And for the final hole, that one drops on in for bogey. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And he's all done. This one is over, and you have won this matchup. Great work. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. I'll see you next time.
Oh, no, motherfucker. No, you ain't doing this shit to me, motherfucker. Yelling so you get attention. One of the managers runs up, ma'am, what is the problem? Please, can we stop this? She goes, I need to know that. You let me, motherfucker, go with my girl, hang together, we leave together. Wrestling shoes, left hand, freckles, tank top. It's a mess. It's a disaster. Okay? You relax.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening. We always feel like it.
Then they come up and they said, Mr. Chong, do you have any marijuana in the house? Yeah. Where is it? Every room in the house. My friend, this is not happening. I'm your host, Roy Wood Jr. Come with me. You know that nobody knows where cigar smoke usually comes from? They say the northern Amazon, back in the day. Ayahuasca ceremony, stuff like that. Hey, he's married. Look on that. Here's your cigar. You do know the origins of crack cocaine?
Roy, we got a 211 in the panic room.
Oh, hell. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tommy Khan. Thank you. Strip barbecue. That's where I met you. Yeah, good old days. Everybody wonders why we broke up. I'll tell you why we broke up. We got rich. Another one thing, you can't make a rich Mexican do shit. So. I say, Cheech, come on, man, we gotta work. You go, I don't think so, man. You go ahead, that's it. I'm gonna stay here and do something for my people. Yeah, I'm gonna learn Spanish. But Gigi ended up working way more than I ever did. Smashed bridges, cars, he was in everything. What did I do? I go to jail. And see, I'm a stoner. That's why I went to jail. Because the signs were there. You know, they had my house under observation for a year. They had my phone tapped. They had a helicopter going over my house. They had undercover FBI guys or DEA guys riding up on their bicycles. And you could tell that, you know, they didn't look like bike riders, you know. Bike riders got a look, they know how to act, you know. These guys are, you know, they had to jump off the bike to stop it, you know. And then they're all gathered up in front of my house, and they're looking in there, and I'm in there making bombs. That's what I do. And smoking pot. And they called me over one time and said, what kind of plants are those? Bamboo. Interesting. So what do you make of it? Is it bombs? Oh, interesting. And then a few months later, he came knocking on my door. 5 in the morning, man. Knocked on the door. We'd been partying, so I you know, I was asleep. I was dead to the world. My wife woke up. Someone banging at the door. So I went down there. I looked. We got glass doors, you know, and they're always open. You never lock the doors. You can never find the key, you know. So the doors are always open, and here these guys in their SWAT outfits and their helmets, and they've got their guns. And being a stoner, I wasn't the least afraid. You know, I wasn't scared. I wasn't doing nothing. You know, I was not a dope dealer, or escape criminal, or anything like that. You know, so I'm looking at these guys, they're looking at me. They look like trick-or-treaters, you know. Well, say, that's a nice costume, sonny. But I opened the door and they come busting in and they said, we have a warrant to search your house and take your computers and shit like that. So, they're running around, crazy. I'm in my little Speedos. It was kind of embarrassing because you know, guys in the morning, you know, we get a morning hard on. You know, it doesn't mean nothing. It's just nature, right? You know, but so I'm there with my morning hard on in my Speedos. And I forgot I had Speedos on. I forgot I had clothes on because now I got a warrant. Oh, fuck, they're arrested. What? You know, what is this? I couldn't figure out what they, you know, what they're doing. Then they come up and they said, Mr. John, do you have any marijuana in the house? Yeah. Where is it? Every room in the house. Can you be more specific? I don't know, well, there's some on my shop downstairs, you know, a nice bud, Hawaiian. Yeah. Just got it. So he sends a guy down there, and he comes back a few minutes later, I can't find it, sir. I said, what kind of fucking DEA guys are you, man? Then he got defensive. He goes, we don't have our dogs. I said, that's another thing. How come you don't have your dogs? What the hell? And then my wife comes down the stairs, and she thought she was going to be on television. She thought it was being punked by us. And she comes down, all looking good, you know. Looking for the camera. And I had to tell her, we're being busted. She goes, well, for what? I don't know. And so I asked him, and he said, paraphernalia. What's that? Bombs. Oh, fuck. You're busting me for bombs? Apparently, there's one state in the union that made paraphernalia illegal to ship across the state line, which is Pennsylvania, the home of the DEA. And apparently the DEA is trying to get my company, my son's company, to sell him bombs. And they kept refusing to sell it to him because we knew that they were DEA. At least my son's company did. I didn't. So anyway, they finally came to LA in person, bought the bombs, and then they said, listen, we're going to go on vacation here. Will you ship the bombs to us? We still wouldn't do it. So they had an undercover guy go in and get a job in my son's company, and he shipped it. Because it's all documented. It's all filmed, everything. We had all the documentation. And then they've been following me for a year.
And I was in Arlington, Texas one time, and they got the DEA camera on me, and it shows the workers in the head shop all wearing DEA T-shirts. And they kept standing next to the DEA officers. Wherever they go, they stand next to them. I still didn't catch them. They're wearing headbands that didn't fit. I remember, because they said to me, Mr. Chong, can we talk to you outside? No, they're hippies. I said, sure. Go outside, we're sitting there, and he's got his backpack and the camera, and he's got it around so he can see me. And then he said, now these bongs, they're not just for tobacco use only, are they? And I said, no. I said, they're for pot. I said, can you repeat that? I said, yeah, they're for marijuana. Thank you. I still didn't know. You see, because when you don't do anything wrong, then you gotta be honest, you know. I go to court, and I think, well, fuck, I'll bust this, you know, because you can't bust you for bongs, you know. And I go to court, and then they sentenced me on 9/11. 9/11. And that's when I start waking up. Hey, just a minute. Why that day? And then Bush went on TV and said that, you know, that the bong industry has been supplying money to the terrorist organizations in the tune of billions of dollars. And I'm thinking, whoa, fuck, I wish I had got some of that money. Because we were in debt for $500,000 at the time, trying to keep the bong business going. So they sentenced me to 9 months. And I tried to talk my way out of it. But again, the stoners. I tried to explain to the judge that I'm really sorry. And that I've been working with kids, you know, trying to, you know, keep them off drugs. Well, I've been teaching kids salsa. And the judge kind of looked down over his glasses, you know. The judges with no rims on their glasses, you know that look, and they look over at you. And he said, salsa? And I said, yeah, well, and this is my theory, you know, when you're dancing salsa, you can't get high and dance at the same time. So, which in itself is a lie, because I can get high and dance salsa. But I was trying, you know, I was giving it a shot. Then I started thinking about it. Fun. You know, I've never been to jail. Kind of fun, man. And I've been prepping for this, you know, all my life. Because when I was a teenager, 15 years old, I met this biker that he just got out of jail, no place to stay. And I said, yeah, you can stay with me for a while. So he moved in, and he gave me a biker, my OG tattoo. A jailhouse tattoo. Now, I was really proud of this until I found out in jail it's a white supremacy tattoo. Because the biker that gave it to me, he only knew 2 tattoos. This was one of them. But I was going to get it changed, and my son said, don't, that's an antique, don't fuck with that. Next thing you know, I'm in fucking jail. I had one bad half hour. That was when I went in, because I was treated like a celebrity. Vanity Fair sent a limousine to take me to prison. I walk in, they handcuffed me, and just formality. And they apologized. I'm sorry, Mr. Chong, we have to handcuff you. You know, it's just a formality. And I walk in the door, and I got uncuffed. That was the last time I had any handcuffs on. And then I went into the dormitory where I was going to be living. And this guy met me, took me to his locker and opened his locker. He says, anything you want, man. You know, welcome to the Unit B. And it was a trip. Yeah. I'd like to go back to visit, but you know. Thank you.
What you talking about? There's now. What you talking about? All right.
Yeah, you know. He was always at a party, no matter what time of the day it was. He was like that. He's like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction. Snout, 6 teats, the bikini top on each one. So 6 teats and a pig snout. Now the woman who did the makeup was the best color. We got about an hour before we shoot. I go back and I start eating. Now I catch a glimpse of me in the mirror eating. Guys, I'm going, I'm a fucking pig. I'm a pig eating. This is not why I signed up for this. I don't want to be in show business to be this, you know. So I really started to freak out. It was like a 14-hour shoot. And I said, I'm not going to get through this without cocaine. Not going to happen. So my coke dealer in New York hooked me up with this guy, a contact he had in LA, who was a coke dealer. And this guy, he's a Rastafari. I don't want to be, you know, racial, but they just happen to dominate that business, don't they? And he was the best cocaine dealer ever. He was always right on time. You called him, he was like, I'm there, you know. He was always at a party, no matter what time of the day it was. He was like that. He's like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction, you know. The wolf, like, you sending the wolf, baby? That's cool in the game. So I call him. I call him from the set. And I go, dude, you gotta meet me on the Pacific Coast Highway. We're in Malibu by Oxnard. He goes, you gotta meet me. I gotta get something from you. I gotta get an 8-ball from you. And he goes, all right. Can you get to this restaurant, Duke's? Can you get to the restaurant on the Pacific Coast Highway? And I'm like, yeah, I think I can. So I hang up with him. I look around. Now I'm in every shot of this sketch. I look at the assistant directors, and I'm not looking for 2 seconds. I run to my car. I get in my car, and I speed the fuck away. I just speed away 90 miles an hour. Looking, I'm telling you, exactly like a pig. I do like 90 up the highway. It takes about 20 minutes. I get the Dukes. I pull in. He's already there. The fucking guy like, he goes, wait, you're gonna brunch at Dukes? What happened? Because I mean, you're the drugs you got score, you know, coke or heroin, or you know, we all know what it's like to score heroin, right? I don't know. I was at a church social. Sorry. So, you know, they're never there. These guys are never there. So you're supposed to meet them, you know, in Brooklyn, and you get a call a half hour later. The guy goes, like a Puerto Rican guy going, yeah, man, I'm in North Carolina now. Excuse me? Because I'm in Brooklyn. Like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Can you get to North Carolina? This guy was efficient. Okay. So I get there, I get out of my car, I run to him, he gets out of his car. Now, I never told him I was on a TV show, I was afraid to, like, share my life with him. And I forget myself. He sees me get out of his car. Just exactly like a pig.
Well, that's unlucky. You didn't deserve that.
Oh my God.
Oh, this one's dropping fireworks.
There's nothing funny about it.
55 yards out.
Damn, man, what kind of crazy shit are you into?
This one with the 9-iron.
God, I was a crazy drug party, you know. People dressed like pigs, like the eyes wide shut orgy scene. What's the other password? So I said I had to come clean. I'm on a TV show. I'm doing a sketch like maybe it's a long story. And then he goes, yeah, show you want.
Second shot looks
I go, my man TV. He goes, oh, damn, I said, look, we talk about this later. I just need the coke, you know. He was starstruck for a second. So I get the cocaine from him. I can't pay. I don't have anything on me, but he was, again, the best drug dealer ever. He took credit. He goes, oh, fine, don't worry about it. So I grabbed the
He's
coke,
getting
and now
ready
I'm like
to
so freaked, I
fire
got to
away
do
with
something.
his
I'll do
second
something
shot.
immediately just to get myself ready for what I'm going back to. I get back in my car, and anyone who's ever had a cocaine problem knows what a key hit is. You put, if you don't have a straw, you know, you put some coke on a key. You know this, I apologize. You look really grossed out by me, but
And this one coming out of the deep rough.
for a ton of reasons. But so I put some coke. Again, forgetting what I look like. I put some coke on the end of a key. I go to do it. I can't get the coke through the pig's mouth. I can't do it. So now I'm thinking, I'm the only one in the history of the world who's ever had
Here he
this
is
problem.
setting up in the greenside bunker.
So now 3 hours of prosthetics I went through, okay? And I'm trying to get the fucking, key through the thing. I can't do it, so I'm like, fuck it. I make a decision. I break the fucking nose. Which means when I get back there, it's going to be an hour of fixing it before we shoot. I'm in every shot. So I break the fucking big nose. I do a couple of blasts. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Now I get back on the Pacific Coast Highway. I rush back towards Oxnard.
Let's see what he
I
does.
stop
This
at a
is his
light
fourth.
at Topanga Canyon. And I figure I'm going to do another hit. It's broad daylight. It's like 8 in the morning. So I do another hit. I got it, I was like this. I look over,
shot.
and there's this beautiful woman in a Lamborghini. This is the look on her face. And I realize she's looking.
Well judged on that one.
Driving a car.
All right, this next putt's for his par.
Doing cocaine. Then I'm thinking, fuck her. It's probably the third time she saw that.
Good putt.
I don't care who sees it.
And this will be
So
for his
I do
bogey.
another hit. I get to the set. Everybody wants to kill me. But they can't really say it yet because we got to do 14 hours of shooting.
This was just
So they
a
see that
3-foot
my
putt.
fucking nose is fucked up. They have to redo my nose. And, we start shooting. And everybody couldn't say, look, I was a fuck up. Every 2 hours, I broke the nose again to do go.
We're starting
And
things
every 2
off
hours,
at
she had
an
to
even
fix it. And she
par
knew it was going.
as we head to the next hole.
So this
Lovely
happens. We
way to
get through
start
the
your
day,
round.
And,
Birdies are out
it's
there,
a
though.
nightmare. So we had to shoot the next
And this
day.
next putt's for his par.
They got us a little motel right
Finishing this hole with a solid putt.
So I go in, I fall asleep.
All right, that putt will go.
I fall asleep in the bed. I wake up the next morning. At some point during the night, every bad thing in my body must have just fell out of me. I shit the bed. And I had a lot
They've
of
gone
bad
with the 7-iron. This one's heading
you know,
left.
The scene in The Godfather,
Not looking forward to this hole.
She sees all the blood. I was like, ah! I had shit all over the bed. I was late. I had no time to clean it up. I took a steaming hot shower. Steaming hot. Took everything off, got dressed, ran out. I had no time. We were checking out of the time.
Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green.
So I just threw
And
the
he's
bedspread
ready
over
to
all the
tee
shit.
off here.
I mean, it was
Let's see
a
how this
river of
goes.
shit. I just threw it over the fucking thing and left. What could I do, I had no cash for a tip. It's very... And I got there, I got through the day, everything was fine. So we're
This
driving
one
home,
with the 8-iron.
thinking about the hotel, I'm worried about it. I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to have to be embarrassed by that. But then I realized...
He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole.
Who's the name of the first assistant director?
This approach
This
is
guy
leaning
Josh,
a bit to the right.
if they want to blame somebody, they say, oh, this guy Josh, shit the bed and didn't clean up. Which got me off the hook, but it made me feel happy. It really did. The Rasta guy, the coke dealer, again, he was the single coolest motherfucker as far as fast living, didn't care. About 2 years later, I found out that he was a metallic blue Corvette,
Sand to
driving with
contend
this
with.
chick
Let's
he
see what
dated up a winding street up by Northern California. He was doing like 100 miles an hour, veered off, hit a 18-wheeler, and just two people disintegrated. That's how he died. So he's dead. And I'll tell you what, in the weirdest of ways, and this is why I'm a fuck up, and I care about all
from
these
the
things.
green
In
side
the weirdest of
sand.
ways,
That's a nice out here.
than anybody I've ever met in Los Angeles. My name's Artie Meyer.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll work nicely. And let's see what happens. This is his second. Okay, this is his third. And his bogey putt.
Me and four other guys gonna rip up 100 sheets of acid. I listen to Led Zeppelin 2 and fucking see the devil. And, we got the beer truck, we were starting fucking crystal THC.
This one's a 3-foot
we were
putt.
going fucking deep into the murky waters.
Okay, let's head to the next. And hopefully he drops this one. This is for double.
Facebook was my idea. This episode
And
is all
drops.
about lies.
And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And after that one, currently sitting
I'm
at
gonna tell you what
even
happened
par.
after that shit, right? So I got thrown out of Catholic school after the 5th grade years. Now I'm in the 6th grade, and I gotta go back to this town called North Bergen, where I'm from, in Jersey. And I gotta go to a school named McKinley. And my mom was single now. My stepdad and her broken up. So I lived the whole summer. My mom goes, listen, here's the fucking new rules of the house.
Okay, one
I'm not
more hole to go. You're only one stroke back.
Make you breakfast. I like to wash your fucking clothes. I'm running a business. I got 2 businesses that you're on your own. The first time you fuck up, I put you in military school in Miami. You gotta salute people in front with a rifle and shit. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh, she's coming in nice to the fairway, I
So the
think.
whole 5th grade year, I did my own practice.
All right,
go
let's
to
see
work
what he
at the
does
bar,
on
yeah.
this one.
I would go to karate. I got A's. But then stuff happened in 7th grade. I fell in love. I fell in love with the skinny chick, flat chested, the whole fucking thing. But there was no sex involved. We just dry humping like motherfuckers. We would go home every day and dry hump the deck like 2 hours size. Like that was the minimum. Like 2 hours size. I would fuck up a zipper every day. Like every day. I dry hump my way, either her past her zipper or my zipper. There was no tit, there was no fingering, there was nothing. It was just straight on fucking dry. I fell in love. I got fucking consumed
And
by
as he
dry humping.
sets up,
I
he's around
stopped going to karate, I stopped going to
245
fucking
yards out.
basketball, I stopped doing homework, and then she told me in February that if it all works out, yeah, this summer we're gonna have sex. Who the fuck could focus?
Here's their
You're gonna have
3-wood.
sex the summer of your 7th
one's
grade.
going
I was gonna
right.
have fucking sex. I was fired up.
This will be
And
his
then in
second
June, she
shot.
goes, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to keep my virginity to the 8th grade. I'm like, fuck. So I by that time I was getting beat. Like I had just flunked out of fucking school, and I had to go to summer school. Like the dry humping had overpowered me. So I had to go to summer
Okay,
school, and I couldn't even
230
focus in summer
yards.
school. I would go to one
Let's
class,
see what this
go to
one
a
does.
house, and we dry hump again. And I failed out of fucking summer school, and we had to break up. So here I was, fucking
And they're
heartbroken,
going with the 5-wood.
and I got left back. So I got left back for being a dumb fuck. She dumped me, and now I got 6 in 7th grade. I didn't break the ball. He didn't break my. I got the ball. So I told him I got back. All shit was changed. He monitoring me and shit.
This one might be in a bad place.
3 months became 6 months.
And he's in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens.
I was forged every fucking report card. I this girl that was tremendously gorgeous, and she could get me 3 pluses and A's, and she changed the 7 to an 8. And I just kept doing it the third year.
All right, here we go. This is his 4th shot.
This year, so it's fucking it snowed a constant year. This year was snowing. So we got wrestling until January 30th, and I only signed up till that.
All right, this is his 3rd shot.
So he was not freshman year. He had no fucking idea. Everybody came home and except the guy. I feel really bad. I feel fucking terrible about even saying this stuff. So I just bad or
Okay, here's our 3rd shot.
I just had this fucking feeling. She was fine. I went home my life. I somehow that's bad. My mom owned the box. I was doing some of the Broadway in Jersey.
This
Come
is
home,
his 3rd
bring me home
shot.
like a BLT from the 4-star diner, or chicken chow mein from the New Moon Chinese restaurant or something, or a Cuban sandwich from Fernando. And she had a bad habit. She'd wake me up at 3:30, 3:20
For him, this
every
will be
fucking
for
night.
the birdie.
Jose Antonio, Jose Antonio. That's my slave name, Jose Antonio. You guys call me Joe. She called me Jose Antonio. That's her real name. And I would come down and she'd feed me, or she'd come
He's
to
going
my
to want to
room,
make this
wake me
10-foot
up at
putt.
3:20, 3:30, and tell me about the day. And then she'd have her nightcap. She'd have her Heineken or her vodka tonic.
Okay, this fella's
And while she
all
was telling me
done
about
here
this
today.
motherfucker was a scumbag,
All right,
this guy fucked
staring
him,
down a
she
birdie
would
putt
empty her
here.
book in the cash, from the bookmaking operation and the number and the bar. And she'd put the 50s at the 50s, 20s, and she'd be telling me all this shit. And then at the end of the conversation, she'd listen to Brog, and she'd take a little spoil, and she'd do a last mix over the day. And it was usually a little rock. Cubans don't do it like you guys.
Good. Bit long on that one. 6-foot putt for him.
And she would talk to me with a finger in her nose for like 4 minutes and shit.
Oh,
And then she'd tell me, I love you. You're going to grow up to be somebody. And I'd fucking go, whatever, go to sleep. So now, stop for a year.
and his bogey putt commences here.
Right? So it's November. It's the second week of November. New Jersey.
Yikes, that went right by.
School week where the teachers get
Here's
together
his
to learn at
6-foot
school.
putt.
Monday and Wednesday. Bitches.
Right by the hole. Setting up for the par putt here. And today you get to finish your round off dropping the putt for putt. Okay, he sinks this. We're going to head to a playoff hole. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. All right, they have finished up their round. Hopefully they'll stick around and watch this playoff action. All right, tee shot is important on this one because if there's a tie in this final playoff hole, we will give the win to whoever's closest in on the tee.
He was Nick was all right. You know, Nick was all right. He would always buy hot rings from us and shit.
All right,
And I'd steal them
we are
back.
last
He
to
was a
hit
good
in
dude
this
there.
playoff hole. Let's go. Drop it. Close.
I've seen this thing before. And you look at it, because I would drop the ring from him when I went to the back. That's a different fucking story. So we had to meet my Nick's Pizzeria. We went up there with 100 his so boy, I left that back.
Well, this one could play.
She goes, hey man, I'm feeling good.
You're going to like that, won't you?
She gets
Okay,
home.
second shot for him on this one.
She was good for 9 to 12. She would get home by 1. This night she called me. She was like, I'm not going on the road tonight. We said, let's go. We're not feeling.
All right, if this putt goes down, you're going to take this in a playoff.
I can trip freely, because when you trip with your mom once up, that fucks up the whole trip right there.
And there we have it. Way to go out there.
You just
Getting
fucked up.
that one to go
So I
for
left.
the
I went out.
playoff
Perfect.
win.
She's going to be out
I'm just
fucking early. I
so
can stay out
proud.
all night. We did the acid.
Right,
We
that's
had the
gonna
fucking
do
beer.
it. We're
And the
out of
cops
here.
came
At
to our
least I
party
am.
behind
And
the
I'll
high
see
school.
you
And they
next
ruined
time.
everything.
Congratulations.
We started running on.
on
And then
that
on the
playoff
acid was
win.
hitting
That
me.
was a sight
And I was
to
fucked
behold.
up. And I hooked up with this girl. She's like, run this way. And we hid behind this little mosquito hut, like where you go when the mosquitoes are out in the summer. And she's like, you want to make out? We started making out. And I sucked the tits a little bit. She had really big tits. So the acid fucked me up. Her tits were even bigger on the acid. So I'm like, I don't want to suck your tits no more. I just ran out of there. I just ran out of there. She's like, where are you going? Holding on to her tits. Where are you going? I just ran the fuck out of there. And I ended up like fucking by the high school, and I didn't know what time it was. I was fucked up, and I just let me just go home. So as I get home, I see the lights of my house on, and I go to the door and I open it, and fucking my mom's not fucking home. I'm like, fuck. So I go to my bedroom, and I put the hall light on, and I'm scared of ghosts. So I left the hall. I'm fucking petrified of ghosts. I left the hall light on. Just that I was scared that I would look at the thing, and I went into like an acid haze, basically fell asleep. You know, the TV was on, tripping on acid, sleeping. And then I got up like at 3, and I looked at the door, the light was still on. And I went back into my acid haze, and